People who are drunk with power do not know that they have fallen into the pit of foolishness. You see, they let the power consume them and consume their thinking, and their behavior becomes so irrational. It gets to a point where their arrogance and their ill treatment of others does not make them see that that is the thing that is enlightening other people of who they truly are. There's that, what is that phrase? The smaller the surface area, the higher the pressure. You see, so they box people into a corner. They box people into a corner thinking that they're high and mighty, thinking that their power will reign forever and it will never ever come to an end. And slowly by slowly, once people are backed into a corner, they are forced to look at the situation clearly. They are forced to look at this person clearly. And the fear that the power invokes becomes non-existent. It does not matter how fearful this person has become, how powerful this person has become, but the fear becomes non-existent because the person, the people who are subjugated under their power feel threatened. The threat levels rise higher than what their power, the threat of their power in short. And so they begin to enlighten other people. People begin to wake up. People are forced to want better for themselves. People are forced to want better connections, healthier connections. People are forced to be realistic, to be logical, to start thinking. You see, so power is a good thing. On one hand, a person might use it in very unjust ways, and on the other hand, it causes transformation in people's lives. So people are forced in thought, and people will ultimately choose themselves. When the pressure intensifies, a person will choose themselves because the other option is death, whether it is, literal or, the opposite. What is the opposite word of that word? Whether or not it is in the physical sense, the threat of their demise transforms people. And so at the end of this whole reign, at the end of their reign of terror, they're left by themselves because they failed to cultivate true connections. And the worst part of it is that such people will always want to pair themselves up with yes people. They don't want to be told, they don't want to hear anything, and so they will just pair themselves up with yes people. The weakest form of connections. They're not looking to be held accountable, they're not looking to grow themselves, they just want to be told what they want to hear. They want to be told what they want to hear, and so they'll pair themselves up with yes people. That is the nature of people who are drunk with power. They think that they know it all. They think that they have all the answers. They think that they are gods on earth. They think that they're the smartest people to ever have existed. They think that their power will never ever end. And that becomes their undoing. When that thought lands in their head, me, I'm so powerful, that's it, you're done. You're done. You're done. That is the nature of people who are obsessed with power. The power swallows them up. The power becomes their downfall. Well, I'll see you again next time, friends. Bye, Ziz.